Okay, so now comes the installation of the magnets for the window coverings. I'm going to have my trusty husband Vanna White it for us. So what we've done so far is I trimmed a bunch of pairs of magnets. As you can see they're set to stick to each other. I've put painter's tape on the back end of it, and I've spread just a line of E6000 on each of them. And this is going to make it go a lot faster for installation. Go to it, Porter.
Yeah, and while she was doing that, I cleaned up the frame really well. I sanded it just a little bit to scuff it up and then cleaned it again. So you have a really good surface to adhere to.
The roughing it up with some sandpaper is a good idea because the glue can come off of really shiny surfaces. So with the E6000, because we've done this a few different ways. We've done it with hot glue and I forget what the last one was.
The adhesive that came with the magnet we tried.
Yeah, the adhesive that comes with the magnet, it doesn't hold very well. As soon as it gets warm, it can fall off. So the E6000 is really good and it sticks. And once it cures, it's good for temperatures that you will never see. So that's what we're going with. So what we've decided to do, because the whole point of this is to block the sun, is we're spreading them out. We've got a fair amount of magnets and we're spreading them out so that it holds the whole thing very flat to the window. This window is a bit of a special case. So generally speaking, what we've got is we've got two on the upper one in each corner, one in the center of each side, and then one or two in the bottom, either one center or two. I'm going to just screen over to this one, our back one. This one you can see the other way we've done it. This window is a special case because we actually have two different window screens for it. We've got one, I say window screen, window cover, the reflector, whatever. One is for when we have the air conditioner up and one is when we don't. So we've got one that's a normal rectangle, shaped to fit the overall size of that window. And then we've got another one that's a rectangle with kind of a smaller rectangle cut out of the lower left side. As you can see where that tube is, piping.
And as I'm applying it, I'm just pressing it a little bit to get that glue to spread nice and evenly. But it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect.
And the painter's tape's just to take the gravity out of the situation, because the magnets are a little heavy. They're heavier than the glue would like, so if you don't tape them up like that, they can fall. Once they've cured for 24 hours, as you can see over here, you can just peel them off and they're fine. Of course, that one had a little bit of glue stuck to it, but whatever. Just peel it off. Now you'll see with these, I left the adhesive sticker on here. I'm going to peel that off before we go ahead. I'd actually peeled the backing off entirely on this one. Not only the backing, but the actual adhesive strip itself I just peeled off because we're not going to be using it. Okay, so anyways, tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to take the tape off, glue it, and install the actual reflectors.
Sounds good. See you then.
Okay, so it's the next day. The first round of gluing the magnets to the window frame have cured, and we're going to install the cover now.
So we've got the E6000 applied on almost all of them. I'm going to show you the last one, and then we're going to go ahead and apply it and tape it in place.
Go on, Vanna White.
Yeah. So all I'm doing is trying to get a nice wide application here. I don't want it to drip, so you want to be careful and not apply too much. And that's all it is. So now everything is all set. So we've prepared this with painter's tape on each corner just to make it easier. Usually we'd both be doing this, but I'm videoing. So you're going to want to make sure that it's centered top to bottom and side to side before you press it up against the glue, because you want to get it right on the first go. Yep, so I've got it top to bottom pretty good.
How's it on the left side?
I'm going to feel one moment. Yep, so I've got about the width of this black edge that hangs over. I'm going to try to get that nice and even. And there we are, committed.
So the tape, it's really important to press it down against the glue so that it does hold the reflector in place against the glued magnet. And then it's also a matter of holding the reflector up while the glue cures, so you don't end up with glue all over the place and your reflector on the floor as it dries. So we like to add a little bit of extra support on the sides. I think I'm cutting her head off. I don't know if he's going to appreciate that or not when he edits this later.
I'm aware of what you did.
What?
I'm aware of what you did.
What did I do?
You did the I'm crushing your head.
I
Because I was thinking the same thing.
Did you actually see me, or are you just
No,
going on instinct?
I'm going on instinct
you
because
know
I was
me, okay.
thinking the exact same thing.
Okay. So then
Okay.
the answer is yes, he will appreciate it later when he edits this.
Yes, I will. All right, it's taped in place. I'm just kind of going back and making sure it's stuck really well.
Give it a good hard push.
Yep. And I think we're all set.
Yeah, so then we're going to give this a day or two, and then we come back and pull the tape off. And then we get this. This is a finished cured one. As you can see, it just magnets right to the wall. Because magnet is a verb. Well, are you disagreeing?
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
So we're successful. We're happy. Like and subscribe.